And we are back here in Assembly Invitational ASUS Republic of Gamers.
I was too busy watching the trolling of the chat. It's hilarious.
I know. Kid Apollo.
Yeah, they're mostly trolling you as opposed to each other at this point.
Apparently there's a bar in Helsinki named Apollo. We should probably go there and drink. HuK's like, yes, son, let's do this. All right, second game between these two amazing players, two heads of the community, e.g. IdrA and e.g. HuK. I'm going to say go. And the Terminus SC, the destination for this fight. And I wish this was a best of 5 or best of 7, to be honest. I don't care what these guys think.
I'd be okay with the best of 11, honestly.
It would have been amazing. And I mean, if IdrA goes and wins this convincingly, I want another game. I want a best of 3 again. You guys should have voted IdrA HuK, IdrA HuK, IdrA HuK, IdrA HuK. And we could have got that best of 11.
I don't think that would be fair to the rest of the players, but whatever the case, like I said, they probably tried to vote IdrA v IdrA, but that did not happen. Whatever the case, I bring you Evil Genius's IdrA. He is in the blue trunks playing Zerg to the north of the Terminus SE versus his opponent's Evil Genius's HuK. He is in the red trunks playing Protoss to the south.
And this is Terminus 2nd edition, I think the SE stands for. I think I'm right on that. And this is the one with the rocks, the destructible debris on the third base. And it is another map where HuK is able to take a relatively fast and safe third base. The problem is if IdrA smashes down the debris, he could do that multi-attacking harassment again, realizing that the unit count of HuK will be low. And I really liked HuK's play. He played so well. His control was so good going up to that game. And I'm trying to stay focused on what I'm saying while these two keep chatting in-game.
Yeah, I'm glad to not be talking at that point, just so that I can laugh at all of this, because it's absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, it is almost like a language between those two, especially when HuK's typing incredibly fast. The amount of interesting decisions when it comes to the spelling of the words, for instance, is intriguing.
Indeed, making mistakes. But we do have that pylon down on the natural for HuK, and that will be for that Forge Fast Expand. He may even opt to go Nexus first. IdrA is not a player to go ahead and go 6-pull, and you can get away with it, especially on Terminus SC. And the probe is in the base and sees the spawn and pull timings, and I wonder if he will just decide to go Nexus first here, and it looks like he is. The green line tells me the probe is going to build that Nexus.
Yeah, it will.
I'm not a good caster. I just watch the green lines.
Green lines is good. Yeah. Honestly, what can I say? The casting interface is obviously a crutch for us. We should do the whole thing blind, and then only then can we be a true casting team.
Indeed. And we'll probably even have a second pylon coming down pretty fast for HuK as well. He may just want to maybe not do that. Actually, he is going to do it. Second pylon does come down before Forge, before Gateway, before Cannon, and that basically just allows him to continue to build probes up to a decent level and really pushes economy into the mid game. There is that Forge, because it was a 14 spawning pool, sorry. So Lings could come out to kind of pressure him if they just ignored everything on his natural. So he just wants to be safe, doesn't want to be too greedy. Meanwhile, IdrA, no gas, probably going to see that trademark 4 minute 30 seconds third base once again. And to be honest, IdrA is playing everything so well. Like I said yesterday in the main tournament, ever since IEM China, despite that ESWC loss versus LiveZerg, IdrA has just been on fire, just like he used to be in the beta and in the release of Starcraft 2.
Yeah. If anyone disputes that, then they're stupid. It's really that simple. IdrA's performance lately and his technique and obvious improvements in his mental state have not gone unnoticed by anyone with any damn sense. And the win in the ASUS ROG as well, really, honestly, only challenged heavily by Select. The rest of the matches they did appear for him to be extremely easy. The one loss to Show, really just a case of Show being able to execute a build incredibly well that wasn't exactly 100% standard, able to play mech really well, get good engagements, but after that, IdrA just dominated Show and then continued to do so all the way through the tournament after a couple of speed bump matches against Select. It's kind of scary to watch, really. It is also fairly awesome to watch, and thinking that IdrA is also going to be going back to Korea for a while, that I think is going to skyrocket his ability.
Most definitely. It does to everybody. The thing I'm looking at now is IdrA's taking 2 gases really early. And he hasn't taken that third base at that 4-minute 30 mark either. So, I mean, he's going to be going for a layer, I suppose, really early on. I mean, he could go layer early on, or what I think he may also do is throw down a double evolution chamber very, very shortly and focus on double upgrades, and then play a more upgrade-heavy Ling, Roach, Infestor style on this map. And we'll have to see, because the gas is getting incredibly high now. On the other hand, we do have HuK throwing down that Stargate and also walling off completely there. And I'm just looking at HuK's vision. He is sending a Zealot out as well to this Xalnog Tower and then towards the natural area. And he's going to run into quite a few Lings, actually.
Yeah, he will. And that's enough Lings to kill that Zealot, but HuK's not going to let that happen if he can avoid it. Although he's actually going to get back to the corner here if he's not careful. He wants to try and kill as many Lings as possible. Knows that he is not able to get out of there alive. But look at the micro there by IdrA, moving all of those injured Lings back. Incredibly well played there by him. HuK with great positioning, able to stop those Lings from surrounding him, but good micro. Couple of injured Zerglings limping out there to tell the tale, and in the meantime we have the Stargate play here from HuK.
And HuK has no idea what's going on. He doesn't have a robotics facility early. He hasn't made or researched hallucination. He has not got a Phoenix who has no idea. Usually you should be expecting IdrA to have taken a third base by now. We're focused on his drones and so on. But what we're seeing is a Spire play coming out. As the layer completes now, I suspect we are going to see that Spire go down immediately. And no, it's actually going to be a Hydra Den. And there is the Overlord speed. So I think we're going to be seeing some very fast Hydra play. I doubt he'll get Ventral Sacks. It's a very long upgrade. But what we might see him do, get all his Overlords together, create a direct line to the base of HuK, and all of a sudden attack with so many Hydras, because his drone count's at 50. He's got an awesome 2-base economy. He can provide a lot of Hydras out here, and we can already see the creep spreading towards that way. One Queen is already heading down there as well to start creep spreading in the middle of the map with an Overlord. And HuK may be in trouble here because he's got a couple of Void Rays, but they are not going to be good without Phoenixes to pick up the Hydras. And he's only at 2 gateways, taking a super fast third base. And IdrA is playing to what he thinks HuK's going to do by taking that easy, that fast third base here.
And you know what's really, really hurt HuK here is that he got supply blocked for a very significant amount of time. You can notice that the mineral count has got very, very high for him. The third Void Ray has been extremely delayed.
And they're going to cross the path of an Overlord here, these 2 Void Rays, so this is terrible for HuK. He's not even going to have the element of surprise.
No, he is not. And while these Hydras move in to assault the front line, one has to wonder what HuK is actually going to use against them. Harsh language, because that's really about all he's got.
And actually, HuK changes his pathway and goes directly for the main, so he will get a bit of surprise here. He's also upgrading +1 air weapons. A fleet beacon has gone down, a second Stargate as well. HuK is playing air against an unknown Hydra build, and HuK now sees it and is thinking, oh my god.
This was probably not the optimal choice against Mass Hydralisk. No, it's not the best idea ever. And now IdrA's just got to hammer down on the front door of HuK, and I have to wonder what's going to happen there. You can see there's some Void Ray harassment going on. Several kills have been done. There's not actually enough Hydras in the main to kill those Void Rays yet, but a number are going to pop out. Yep, that's they are, and down go the production facilities at the front gate of HuK's base. You can see one of the Void Rays already being killed by Hydra. Second Void Ray is about to die as well. More pressure comes here from IdrA, and this creep highway extended all the way across the map. Who needs a Nidus Worm when you happen to have something like that? And the Void Ray at the top there goes down as well.
Oh no, he loses another Void Ray on the natural. 1 cannon and 1 Void Ray with a single Phoenix left to defend against all these Hydras. And I'm not sure that HuK can hold this. If he does hold it, he's got a third base to be able to hold on to this game. But oh my god, he's pulling probes, and I think we're going to see HuK fall down 0-2 to yesterday's champion.
Yes, and proving once again that he deserved that championship. GG, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. IdrA with a smile on his face again. This is 2 smiles in 2 days. This is incredible for him. And HuK, on the other hand, loses versus Elfie yesterday and then loses 0-2 to his teammate, which, to be honest, could have gone anyway. Teammates playing against each other.
Definitely, yeah.
That's what happens. But unfortunately, this build, I mean, he had...
Hydralisk versus Void Ray. It can only really go one way, can it?
Build from HuK going for this fast +1. The fleet beacon was down IdrA and could have caused trouble against a regular IdrA build, but unfortunately, IdrA's build just a direct counter to that, and I'm sure Thomas has words with IdrA. I'm sure he does.
Take it away.
Thanks, guys. So, Roach all the larva, and after that, Hydralisks. You happy? Yeah, I'm really happy. My second game, I had a great read on him. I knew he'd do something funky. I figured it'd be like a double expand or just. I knew it would be something that'd be vulnerable early, and it happened to be the worst possible thing he could do. So that just went really well for me.
So there's another match coming against IdrA. Are you worried about him?
Not particularly. I think it'll be closer than yesterday, but I still feel like I'll win.
Well, that's great. So, because we have a little bit of tight schedule, we're going to congratulate on this $1,000 again, and we'll see if you can up it just with $1,000 more. So we will be right back after these messages, and with the next match is going to be, I have to watch from the, it's going to be HuK versus Dimaga. So another Zerg versus Protoss. Well, all of them are going to be best of 3, $1,000. We'll be right back.